Okay, awesome. The YouTube stream is live. We are back. Oh, good. Okay, we're back here. Hey Vincent. Welcome to the stream, sir. We're still playing Reverse, so now we're doing some side contents. Averting when she encountered the smallest inconvenience, Senator launched the 37 missiles. Yes, which is literally missiles made out of 37. Yeah, they cloned 37 and launched her as missiles, and as the 37 missiles approach their target, they start spewing mathematical knowledge.
Good morning, Master. I do
Truly
hope you
a
enjoyed
weapon
your
of
drinks
mass
last
destruction.
night.
If I've ever seen one.
Did.
Ragnar Sereno Intenso ad infinito, bitch. The fact you do remember the right incantation, congratulations, Renando. Mass destruction, yes. Mass mind destruction for sure, but for sure mass. Pioneers' attempts at teaching desert flannels about fashion were Pioneers' attempts at teaching Desert Flannel about fashion were fruitless, as she presented him with yet another gaudy rhinestone earring. Giving up on the idea of style, he decided to join Jay for a drink instead. Good friendship. But yes, guys, just reminding you all, tomorrow is the big update. So if you guys see me in the morning, I won't be playing Reverse. I will probably be playing either Fall 76 or Soul Nomad and the World Eaters, because we're gonna be playing Reverse as soon as the update hits further ahead on the day. And we're gonna be pulling for a Barcarola. For those who forget, yesterday I pulled for a knight, ended up getting Voyager instead. So the universe is basically saying to me to get Barcarola, so that's what we're gonna do. I want to show you this, and beautiful art of 2.3 before it's gone. Let me look.
Oh, I got it now. Keep. Uh-oh. 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 Right win. Lucky time. Ouch. I don't get it. I'm not ready with the
Oh, this is adorable.
A little trick.
Not gonna lie, Arthur on this
Finally,
image
it's just you and me, Master.
kinda looks like Henrik.
Do, 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 do.
Probably because of the colors. But yeah, good group. Good girls. Good girls in Arthur Fogg. In Brimley. Very, very good art. Yay, or Jar of Picrozma. That's gonna be good. Hmm. Uh, Remember, you can always lower the quality of the stream if it's buffering too much. But regardless, thank you so much for joining us, Renato. I know you're having some oh god, okay. Then I see you next time, Renato. Thank you so much for joining us. Don't let the Kumar bite. Love y'all. Sure. I will keep Kumar far away from me. See you next time. Thank you so much. But yes, now we're gonna be just doing this. We're gonna be spending our energy mostly, and we're gonna continue the journey of Mor Pankh. So far it's been kind of cool, very fun. I like the characters. Again, Matilda does add a lot for me just by
No,
her being
I
there.
don't get it.
You guys are all. Why is not happening? All purchases. All purchase orders. So I need to complete all 4? Damn it. Okay, that makes complicated. Uh. Can I put some more, everything that I could place, it's placed. I think I need to go back in the middle of the day just to change some stuff on the production. Here. Okay. I saw an art of Kalabuna playing basketball with Kumar. Kalabuna dunked the ball to the job well on top of Kumar's head, and she said, "Astrology can't wait, Kumar. I'm Kala balling." This fandom is truly something, for sure. Or you might as well say the fandom is truly on something. Ikrasma candy. Exactly. The fandom is high on Pikrasma candies.
A gust of wind from the door.
I thought it was my arcane skill, but it turns out it was you.
Just, stand
Look at my back. Wanna watch the air time?
Please, allow me.
No, the fandom is on that Arcana Ashweed. Oh,
Don't blink.
that's actually a solid proposal as well for whatever the community is on. I can see it. That delicious ashweed. Mm-hmm.
Wanna watch time?
Just another shift.
Right wind. A little trick.
Laundry time. I don't get it. What I'm good
Wanna
at.
watch Хорошо.
Just another shift.
Should we snort Arcana Ash like weed?
I don't get it.
Well,
Uh-oh.
we start with the point that you do not snort weed. If that's what you're doing,
That weren't even
I'm
as tough
sorry.
as waking up an old factory man.
But I'm not gonna also mention what is snorted instead. So we're gonna go to no and call it a day.
Which of these darlings shall we attend to first? Keep. Uh-oh.
Right wind. Don't blink. A little trick.
These feet are my wings! I don't get it. Rise and shine!
Uh-oh.
Can't wait for you to stay
Finally,
7. That's
it's
when the
just
event
you
starts
and me,
peaking.
Master.
Cool. We're almost there, actually.
Do.
Do, 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 do. Okay, so we need just 80k sharpies. That's awesome. Okay, where I can find my sharpies?
Don't you look like you've just had an adventure?
We're basically done with this event. There's sharpie here, but it's not worth it. I think I should still get some stuff here, at least like the music. I want to get the music. I think it's worth to get the music. Oh, it's ended. It's not worth it apparently. It ended. I also didn't get the fog things, but it's okay. I was needing the other resources, so that's why I delayed getting the rest, but it's fine. I still had to get this one thing. But yes, I think I have to find my Sharpodontes the old way.
A gust of wind from the door. I thought it was my arcane skill, but turns out it's...
You went 5 turns for this? No, we're not gonna take just only like 5 turns for this.
Stand with the others. Like this, then? Oh, I got it now.
Did you really?
Just another perfectly understood.
Fine.
These sheets are my wings! Do have a little faith in me,
Wait, what time
Master.
is it
little
for
trick.
your side? Right now it's 8:30 in the morning. In
what
the
time?
morning.
Well, I'm just another shift.
Yes.
Right wind. A little trick. Red 38 is about to return.
I basically get 1,000 every time I do the run. So if I do calculations, 9:30 is when the servers stop having maintenance. Just close and boot it up and enter for your site. Oh, so it's gonna still be in the morning. Awesome, that's actually good. So what I'm probably going to be doing then is I'll log in 8 normally because I like to have a schedule. I'll play Soul Nomad and the World Eaters all the way up until 9:30, and then I just come in the game and play. So I was open. Okay, so probably then we're gonna do 20 minutes just of like just maybe watching videos. So if you have any good videos, send it on Discord, and we can just like maybe do 20 minutes of
Which of
video
these darlings
before
shall we attend to first?
the, and then we can just start
Please,
trying to go in.
allow me.
Uh-oh.
We can talk.
Don't blink.
So you can enter right away. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, before 9:30.
Keep going. For our dream, comrade.
For our dream comrade. No, paying for so many energy just to get this done.
Oh, I got it now.
Regular Sharpodont farming is so tough.
Do you have a little faith
A
in me?
little trick. Right wind. A little trick.
Yeah, for sure, 100%.
Finally, it's just you and me, Master. Do.
And our Flutter page.
I've always got new questions popping up in my head. Just like there's always more paper being put in my basket. Do I got to learn maths so I can figure out why?
100%. Talk with 37. But awesome, Flutter page inside 3. Congratulations, yay, you're awesome. Good job, Archer. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Now we can start already working on Matilda. In Voyager as well. Because I'm using Matilda. And in Insight on 5 stars is kind of easier than on the other one, so I might as well just do a little bit for her. I still wanted to hear The Gleaming, the song for celebrating the game's launch. I heard rumors that the singer was Burton Zuyay. Sure, no, yeah, put it on Discord. I can watch tomorrow. I'm gonna try to avoid watching anything else today,
Don't blink.
just so I have content for tomorrow. Yes, reason to use her. That's what I was saying. It's so good that now I have a decent reason to use Matilda. You guys have no idea how happy I am. Because like I said, oh, I'm not gonna even bother trying for Barcarola because I know she really needs to be with Voyager. So I said, nah, okay, let's just avoid it. But
Finally, it's just
the
you
game
and me,
really
Master.
wanted me to have Voyager.
Which of these darlings shall we address you first? Keep right
Great, thank you so much.
Don't blink.
Keep going. For our dream, comrade.
And again, if you do remember anything else, just keep on coming on either media or music, and we're gonna be enjoying those tomorrow.
Oh, I got it now. Laundry time. Do you have a little faith
A
in me?
little trick. Don't blink.
Uh-oh.
Red 38 is about to return.
Far from enough.
Of course, far from enough, but we're gonna fix it. I need resonance. We can buy one. Man, I remember the day when I started playing Yusuneto, Baby Blue, and Matilda all together. Whenever I started, I was using Matilda, Kanjira, and Villa. But okay, that didn't last long because they quickly got other characters. Matilda hard carry until I got a knight. Cool. As she would. Matilda boas. I need insight 2 for this, so I don't even have to bother. I don't want to expend this on Sharpodonte. I want to save for the Unilogs for next month. I don't think it's worth it. It's too expensive, I guess. Doesn't give too much. Okay, no, I'm not gonna use this because then I will be lacking energy for the actual event. So we're gonna just be okay with what we've got so far. Matilda's already stronger than she was yesterday, so that's a good one. Well, let's go back. Oh, Arcane. Let's unlock it. Okay. Draggy, between the theft of the Rhymed Cup or revival of the Uluru games, which one do you like best? That's gonna be the next one we're gonna do. Oh, I cannot. I need 2 Penumbra cans. Don't even stress it. Just keep that on your mind next week. So what I'm gonna do then? Because I'm gonna probably finish the journey of Mor Pankh, next week we're probably just gonna be focusing on whatever comes with Barcarola, so we won't have to stress any reflections. And then the other we have enough. I think that's a good plan. We're just gonna do Barcarola's events and all her things next week. And if if we somehow over next week we don't have enough content, which I don't think I think we will still have some events to do, then we can watch probably floor it on Mayru's YouTube. Do you like pickles or a good event love music? I like both of those, so that's a hard one. But I think I'm gonna go with pickles. The sacred fig. The past is a familiar weight that rests on the shoulders of its heirs. One event it is nice. Crowded by these many people, the old house seemed even shabbier. The 5 of them sit around in a piece of furniture that can barely be used as a table. The awkwardness surrounds them like a naughty bird.
Thank you so much for your understanding, Mr. Sharma and Miss Bhuwanish.
Oh, awesome.
Ah, please, madam. You have my admiration for voluntarily taking care of these kids. Besides, technically speaking, this room doesn't belong to me anymore, but to my sister Kumar. I wish I could leave the house to you for future use.
He gestured for Kalabuna.
But you heard what the lady said. I don't even know if the house will survive the meteor.
This is probably not the best time for a sense of humor. Everyone in the room falls into silence. The coming crisis makes them heavy in mind. They sit on the dusted ground. Shemaine magically takes out several ceramic cups from his luggage. I still think there is a like planet. I still think that Arcana and her black goo are an alien life form that came from another planet and crash landed on Earth.
This is the latest batch of Darjeeling tea. Some locals gave it to me when I went across their village. Ah, careful. It's hot.
He touches the cup to feel its temperature and passes out the cups one by one. Also, Darjeeling tea, so cute, so nice, so soothing. I recommend if everybody Darjeeling tea, pretty nice. Matilda snatches Kenjira's cup angrily.
You two are in on it together? You've been lying to me all this time? Hey, quiet before Mr. Zhang.
You know what else I want to know? The origin of Arcanum, so we could maybe travel down Arcana origin too. That could also be something. Like how Arcanum came to be in this world. Probably Arcanum and the Storm are completely linked together. And I think so my idea is Arcanum was something on a different planet and it all came on Earth, brought the Storm, Arcana, and the abilities to people.
You don't lose anything, my lady. Please forgive me, will you? Now pass me cookies. I need to fill my belly and get to work.
My apologies, Miss Sharja. I know this is totally out of the blue.
Like, could you imagine the Christianity, the Garden of Eden? We have Adam, we have Eve, and then a meteor crash landed in the garden and brought the snake, which was Arcana. And Arcana released all the magic in the world and corrupted everyone. So she made, I don't know, Eve an Arcanist, and Adam, it's a human. Adam, because Adam was brought by God, he's still like they still maintain the superiority of man, of Adam, which is a human, over Eve, which is an Arcanist. So that's why there's so many racism, and that's why mankind for the longest time were the top dogs. And now there is a big storm that is washing over humanity and leaving Eve behind. I don't know. I know I went a little bit crazy with my theory there, but I support myself. Kalabuna takes out her files again. She has carefully prepared herself to persuade the others.
And the details are yet to be verified. But her valuable time is running out. The last thing we should do is keep on waiting.
Her gaze sweeps the difficult and obscure data and words.
Calabona.
Her face suddenly brightens up.
My, I think I know this name. I've read the paper co-authored by you and Professor Himani.
Huh? You've read my paper?
Yeah, I'm studying in a public university in Chandigarh. I get to learn a lot of new stuff there. I had a whim to study astronomy before, and I remember reading it in a periodical.
She gesticulates at the papers. By the way, people might not know, but Indian folk that do go to universities and stuff, they tend to be extremely overachiever. It's extremely extremely good. Like, because India also has a lot of human beings inside, we can put India and China kind of together. That it's not like they're amazing. It's just because like China alone has 1 billion human beings, more than 1 billion human beings in there. So like it's bound to have some amazing people in that bunch. Whoa, Kala got her first ever fan. Yes.
Yes, I'm sure. It's the same name. This part and this part. I've read them in your paper, but this one on the side? I don't know anything like it.
It's okay. That one involves the knowledge of Arcanum.
Kalabuna relaxes a bit.
Anyway, this is good news. No, great news. So what are you doing in Mor Pankh?
Very calm. Okay, let me just do some quick critique. I like how calm Kalabuna's voice actress sounds like, but I don't know, sounds a little weird at the same time. For me, like the soothing, calm voice really works with Tooth Fairy. I don't know why I'm having a little bit of arc with her voice.
Oh, I take care of the kids here in my spare time. Most of them are humans, but there are arcanists too.
I see.
So, what are you going to do now?
Maybe because I feel like the voice actors is just reading the words. Her questions contains both confusion and worry.
I know the top priority is to evacuate the villagers. But we don't have much time, since the Deepa festival will start in less than 4 days. Besides, things are complicated in this village.
She frowns at the thought. This could be tricky.
Most of them, including me, had moved to Chandigarh.
Matilda be thinking like, come on, I want to have a vacation in Soneto, with Soneto, and oh, I wanted to have a vacation and show Soneto some souvenir. Why do I have to deal with a world-ending crisis? Because that's the work of a Foundation field officer.
And the rest of them.
And there's nobody better to do that than the great diviner herself, Matilda Buonish.
I've heard about that on the way here. Most villagers are reluctant to leave no matter what I say. I tried by starting with those young arcanists, but shame it didn't work at all. The silver lining is, we have the helping hand of Miss Buonish. She will try to make contact with the Foundation as soon as possible. But we still need to evacuate every villager we can. We know almost nothing about Kumar's plan now. Not to mention her whereabouts or purpose.
The ice has been broken between them, but their mood have not yet lightened.
Relax. For now, we have two solutions to the problem.
Was he smoking a pipe? Because that sounds like a pipe being smoked from. Tremaine raises both of his hands, palms up.
First, let's find my clever evil sister so that our astronomer friend can figure out a way to stop the meteor. Or, spread the word and tell everyone to take the earliest train and leave the impact area. It's hard to be optimistic given the situation, but at least there is something we can do to reduce the damage. But if we continue to sit around waiting, the situation will only worsen. Come, let's think.
Bushes and weeds grow throughout the yard. Matilda finds a relatively open area, taking out a silver device from her pocket with great caution. Sherja and Kanjira, the two people who are most familiar with the village, have set out to evacuate the villagers. Inside the house, Shemaine and Calabuna are turning the room into a cloud of dust to find any possible clues about Kamar. The only quiet place left for Matilda to perform her duty as Foundation investigator is this long deserted yard.
Génial! Il est finalement utile!
Oh.
SPF-1 portable contact device activated. Welcome. Arcane skill verification activated. Please make sure you are not equipped with any wands. Read out the random incantation displayed on the screen clearly. Make sure your tone remains stable.
Fuego! Burn!
Burn! Her accent.
Verification success. Registered user, Matilda Buanish. Access level D.
D. Damn.
No abnormal arcane skill fluctuation detected in the area so far. Level D, access only supports quick report.
Damn.
Accès insuffisant. La description dit Donc seul un enquêteur peut demander un renfort via ce système.
Oh, so she's not even an investigator. So Matilda is lower on the ranking than Marcus, at this point at least. Damn.
Alors, à quoi ça sert de le transporter partout? Je pensais que ce serait utile pour les urgences. Non, cela signifie-t-il que je vais rater l'occasion d'étudier l'énergie céleste en plus de gâcher ma chance de capturer le Manus? La réception est terrible ici. Comment est-ce que je vais entrer en contact avec la Fondation?
Keeping it. Yes. I don't know if she's gonna get promoted because I know that during the Florida event, Matilda. So I think it was I don't know who was supposed to take the mission. I think Burton was supposed to be sent in the mission, and Matilda ends up getting there. I don't know if she asked Burton for it. I don't know if Burton trades that investigation with Matilda, because I know that Burton goes to Tuesday's Motel instead. No, 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 no. Verting's doing something instead. Because Verting already knows Matilda's feedback from that one mission whenever she's going to Tuesday's Motel. Oh, yes, yes, you're right. It's completely the opposite that I was thinking. Matilda was supposed to go to Route 77, but Verting took it instead. So I believe Matilda already got promoted by that time. Like, she's no longer just a D class personnel. Now she's probably an investigator because she's just being sent to missions. Or that's what I hope.
Oh, that doesn't sound like any progress with her. And what I have here is only books. Books and books and books. Nothing else. Calf feeding and management. Is my sister really an astronomer? Was I mistaken about anything? Hey, Matilda, if you like, there should be the last 2 pieces of Plera J on the table. Remember to have them with tea, or it's going to hurt your throat and ruin your beautiful voice. Kanjira was ecstatic about those cookies. She even took 3 pieces with her when she left. I hope that kind human girl would get to the train station safely with those kids.
I mean, if you can solve Miss Uri before hitting them, not getting promoted, it would be straight up trolling. Also because she also helped a lot. Yeah, she has been pretty helpful since Vertin joined and Vertin Teams is active. I know that she's not part of it, like officially yet.
Now, let's take a look at you. What are you doing? Is this the stone Kumar left to you?
Kalabuna carefully parts the stone, and Ido emerges from it.
Vishnu?
Brahma creates, Shiva exterminates, and Vishnu safeguards the balance of the world, lying on the ocean of stars. According to the materials, well, maybe I should explain it with mythologies for non-researchers.
I know a bit about Indian deities because of Shin Megami Tensei and Persona, but not enough so I can just be like a preacher. Also, they're not fresh in my head.
They mentioned 3 idols, but Vishnu's is the only one left, so she must have taken the other 2. Perhaps it's proof that Kumar abandoned the path of maintaining the balance in the first place. That mural there, she said the mythology on it has been passed down in her family.
That's true. I've recited that story at least 20 times. But the part on the mural, to be honest, it feels so out of place to me. It was more like foisted into those well-known myths. Like, a pair of ox horns on a horse's head.
The comparison brings a smile to Kalabuna's face. She shakes her head.
An unusual metaphor. But actually, it plays a significant part in connecting all the mythologies we know. These mythologies are the primary material of our research. We've been trying to prove human science with basic arcanum theory. In fact, There is a connection between them, and they can support each other.
Nice.
If arcanists and humans could get along, I suppose the world would have developed faster than it does now.
I agree. Sensing Shemaine's confusion, Calabunas pauses to reorganize her language. Like, could you imagine the amount of like progress, scientifically speaking, would have been made if, like, I don't know, people from the Apeiron Island were actually on the society, were actually like in some scientific like place. Like 37 herself got like 37 with all her like knowledge and well talking to Apeiron got the answer for the storm. Not only her, I know we got some part of it from other sides, but one of the crucial parts and pieces came from her. We already had the umbrella around chapter 6 if racism didn't involved. For sure. We also don't know why people from the Apeiron Island went there to begin with. Because they do not really explain why they decided to isolate themselves from society.
It's not easy to explain it through, but in short, there is another universe in the shape of an egg affecting reality. We call it the meditator's realm. Just like our daily dreams, you can enter it once you fall asleep. But that's not how we do it. We connect part of our gnosis with the realm through a special kind of meditation.
Wait, is that a thing? There's another universe.
It's not as easy as it sounds. One needs to either master the meditation skills like we do, or use a special medium as an anchor.
She raises her hand, showing the Vishnu idol to them.
Some mythologies are the original translation of the realm, an existence that cannot be observed through the methods in this world can be located as long as it is included in mythology. That's how we located that star. Sadly, if we can't prove its existence with data recorded by human technology, our discovery is useless.
Because one thing that always kept me puzzled about chapter 5 is, do you remember whenever Regulus and Apple were locked in and she found the paper about the one equation that people from the Apeiron never could solve? And I know that that was produced by the cave itself. But whenever she solves the equation, she sees this big planet, and the name of the episode is Ceres. So it kind of implies that the planet that she finds during that whole trip is the planet Ceres. Does Ceres have to do with anything? Like, is that vision that she got just like a vision out of like any other concern? Because it is known that that fog produced by the cave give you visions about like answers. So is that an answer for something? That one daydream that she had never get brought up again.
I'm surprised. For all this time, she has never given up on studying the old arcanum tale of our family.
You say moon, but the name of that episode is Ceres. Funny enough, Ceres is a planet, a very small planet, but still a planet. Not a planet. It's not big enough to be called a planet by our standards. I think that it's planetoid or something like that that we call something that's not as big. That's why Pluto got demoted. They are in the same size of like size class. So that's what I say. It is a hidden planet that they find. But why was the cave showing Regulus this hidden planet? Why? What was the reason for that one? Maybe it is a one-time gag about the idiot who solved the smart puzzle or something that's important to the lore. Maybe, yeah, maybe it's just a throwaway thing, but I would like to say that this game does not do throwaway things. I do feel that whenever they pose like a little thing, it tends to be brought back again in the future. But that one thing was never mentioned again.
You can even say she's fanatic about it. It's just...
Calabuna frowns.
Indeed, we can do a lot of supernatural things in the realm. If your mind is calm or your anchor is strong enough, you can even do whatever you want. But it's limited inside there. Remember I said it's like our daily dreams? Just think of it as a controllable one. Everything in the realm is created based on reality. In other words, it's nothing but a mirror, and the images in a mirror can never affect reality. It's impossible to bring anything into the realm, not to mention taking anything out. But the statues in the cave actually exist in this world. They are tangible. That means she's gone much further than I do. She mastered a method I'm not aware of. What bewilders me is her arcane skill. How did she do that if not for the Manus' help?
Oh, come on. She also knows that cave a lot better than I do, right?
Kamin goes to the book pile on the other side of the room and casually opens the underground survival guide on top.
We never hung out much. How long did she stay in the village on her last visit? A month maybe? Or 2 weeks? I'm not sure. I even crushed her glasses by accidentally sitting on them. Those are the same glasses you have on your belt. At that time, I thought she was a distant relative I don't know of. After all, it's rare to meet someone so clever and open-minded in this village. I even lent this room to her. This was my secret basement, you know. But only after we parted did my father tell me that she's my sister, the daughter they sent away for lack of arcanum talent.
Okay.
I do remember those days.
Could you imagine suffering
Back then,
racism from your
find her in the
own
institution.
community?
I was all alone for a long time.
Like, not being good enough for humans, not being good enough for arcanists. Where do you belong then? And only stealing my elder sister's glasses, that sure was fun. I got scolded endlessly. I think I did by my own, with my own glasses. I was in the movie theater, and it was a 3D movie, so I had to wear those 3D glasses, and I hated. So my vision is not bad to the point that I cannot that I need to wear glasses all the time, but it's just better for me to wear glasses. But whenever I go to watch like a 3D movie, I just find it too annoying to have like the 3D glasses on top of my normal ones. So I usually put them aside to put the 3D glasses on my face, the 3D glasses on my face. So I went into the bathroom, and I ended up putting my normal glasses on my sit. So whenever I came back, I forgot it was there, because my memory is super short and I was thinking other stuff. So when I came back, I was not looking, and I sat on it.
What happened to her has inevitably affected me. I grew more and more rebellious against the family rules. It's like a story full of cliches. Giving up the training, refusing to listen to my father, skipping all the practice I could possibly avoid. I didn't want to be the blockhead hedged by the so-called family heritage. Of course, at the end of the story, I paid my price for breaking away.
He raises the rough prosthesis and stops turning the pages. And the fun thing is, I don't remember which movie it was. I just know that I broke my glasses. That was the only like remarkable thing. I don't remember any 3D movie. Oh no, I was about to say I don't remember any 3D movie that just stuck in my head. There was one. I believe the third movie in the Lava Girl and Shark Boy installment of movies is a very, very, very old movie. I don't know your age. You might not even have heard of Shark Boy and Lava Girl, but they used to be like two superhero brother and sister. She has the power of lava, and he had the power of like being shark parts. It was kind of silly, but I think the last movie was a 3D movie. That one I remember.
But I think for her, it is even harder to break free.
He gently takes out a photo from the book.
I guess her plan is to invite me over to this dump full of bad memories. And swoosh, boom, smash all the annoyances with a star. That's a solemn ending. Pity the ones she hates are all gone now.
Halabuna takes the photo from him.
But how come you're invited too? Did you upset her as well?
That's a good point. Hatred could be the most likely reason.
Why does she hate you?
Actually, we didn't get along well after we left the university.
Halabuna touches the girl in the photo with her fingertip.
Ever since our identities as arcanists were exposed, we couldn't stay in the institution anymore. That's also the beginning of our disagreement. I always thought that, on the way to proving myself, ourselves, we were each other's only friend and best partner. How could I finish my study in campus full of humans without her?
Again, I'm still having a problem with the voice actress. Maybe that's Kalabuna's personality, but I find so. I'm lacking depth in here. But it's just me, I guess. One thing that I also feel with Tooth Fairy, Tooth Fairy's face and mannerisms are so calm, and she always seems like she's always in a daze. That's why the soothing voice kind of suits her. But Kalabuna does not have that completely. Imagine like you're very smart and bringing the university the same fame, but you got exposed on Arcanus without any other reason. They kick them out. But like you gotta also think about the era. You can completely replace Arcanist with some other adjective, and that still would apply to some real life event that could have happened.
But then my mind was changed.
Like let's see the gay people. Like a lot of gay people, as soon as they were outed, or even if they contracted some very incurable disease at the time, they would be treated as pariah, even though they were doing great strides for whatever community they were a part of. But the moment that people realized that they were gay, everything on their faces changed. That's not alone, like no longer the people they used to be. And I can not even say like, I cannot even say, oh, they found out she was black and that's why she was expelled, because like, well, it's not like you can hide. But you can clearly also put like racism in the big pot of why people would be treated differently, even though they were bright and amazing, no matter what. Like, you can be an awesome athlete or scientist, but back in the days, but like let's say United States, you were a black person, or Europe, you were a black person, you would be treated differently, even though you were very good and bright, because people cannot see past their own prejudice.
I wouldn't have connected Kumar with the Manus Vindictae if Hermione's words were all I heard. But I know that was not the first
Incoming
time I
ad
made
break,
contact.
thank you so much, guys. Sorry, if you're in the 50-50 people, you're not gonna be served. If you're not lucky on the 50-50 pool, you're gonna see some ads. But don't forget, if you have any problems with ads whatsoever, don't feel shame, don't feel problem. You can join my YouTube channel where there's no ads. So yeah, if you guys ever had a problem, just go for YouTube. I know there's no very interactive chat out there, but I can still read your messages and talk to you, and you can even go back to the video if you ever choose to. Yeah, let's continue.
You mean...
Yes. I don't know the reason, but the Manus has contacted her long ago. She gave them the cold shoulder at the time. But I knew something inside her had changed.
So why is the Menaces inviting her? What does she has special that they were looking for her about? Like, what Arcana wanted with her?
Soon after that, she left me. taking all the materials with her. I know the only thing I can do to meet her again is keep walking on the way to study that celestial body. That will lead me to her one day. As I said, we could frequently feel the existence of each other from the changes of the celestial body. But she could always find more information than I do, because the traces left by Arcanum are more obvious than those left by science.
Oh, 100%.
This connection between us conveyed my belief to her that one day we would meet again as colleagues.
Who could have thought?
I just didn't expect that this would be the
Yep.
final outcome of my observation, or that we would end up on the opposite sides.
Can there be any lamer stories to tell than these two?
For now, we can't find more clues in our house. Maybe we should go to the shrine again? How much do you remember the myth of your family? As I just said, that was the primary material of our study.
Oh, you believe it? Yeah.
A genius you are, Matilda!
Running and jumping around with hot tea. I sure know the fun within. But at my age, with the benefit of hindsight, I have to tell you to be careful. You might get burned by the tea.
Okay, can I just say that I really like Shamaine? He's such a cool guy. He's such a nice person.
No, it's the spice! The spice in the tea!
I love spices.
More spice to it? I do have a dozen kinds of different spices with me. Looks like you are very used to them in tea.
Okay, fun thing. I've always looked at those videos for like those spiced milk teas from India. It looks so delicious to me, but I don't know how to prepare them correctly. There are some videos that you can learn how to do them, but I don't know. I never tried it. I wish that I had any like Indian restaurant in my city. I don't think we have, which is sad because we have a lot of Italian restaurants. We have a lot of pizza, have a lot of hamburger places, a lot of barbecue places. We have some Mediterranean food. We have Arabic food. We have a lot of sushi, a lot of Japanese food. But we do lack we lack Mexican. We lacked Indian. We lack a lot of like spicy um restaurants here. So it's kind of sad.
Exactly! These spices!
Matilda pats herself on the chest proudly.
Now it's time for Matilda to show you her best shot! Oh, cumin. Oh, you also have clove blossom here. Fantastic.
I think she's really talking about spices. Calabuna picks up a transparent blue crystal to look up at it. Hello, Natharian. How have you been? I don't know if you're listening to me, but welcome to the stream. Long time no see. How have you been? Sometimes maybe it's under what's inside. Like example, maybe Kumar is under the ground. Maybe. Let me just send a message to Ethereum. Sometimes he does not. He doesn't have the sound on because it's probably he said he's in his work, so it's probably muted. Hello. Oh, okay, he heard. Awesome. I'm goodish, no worries, just much busier in life than before. If you're goodish, I'm happier. By the way, I gotta mute myself, so yeah. Oh, you got the gist. You already read the message. But yeah, always happy to see you, my friend. Glad that you're doing fine. Fills my heart with happiness. Really, really. Thank you so much for coming. And look away. Have a great time at your work. Let me just. Alright, away. Have a great time at work.
The crystal divination. I've spent too much time in the human world to remember the convenience of Arcanum.
If I can foresee any sign about Kumar, our problem will be ended. With the help of the great Matilda, of course.
Of course.
Okay, take a deep breath. Give me your hands.
Hands.
Rest them on top of mine.
Ooh.
Yes, like that.
Yes, like that.
Now, think of Kumar in your head.
Again, let me just say, the work that Matilda's voice actress does for her is unparalleled. Like the subtle changes on her speaking, it's incredible. Like like by the voice, you can see how much Matilda cares about her divination work. And it happens. It happens. Poor people that lose their accounts because that account is actually a if you see, they are Prime account. So the person whoever owns this account, it's paying for a Prime sub, and they've been on Twitch since 2022. So basically, I don't know if you guys know, but how the bots account they come to be, is that they will take normal accounts, and those normal accounts, once the person is offline, they act as bot accounts. So you actually don't know your account is a bot account, but your account might be a bot account, which is sad.
What is this? Is that the train station?
Okay, it was the train station. Instead of showing the sign of the sign as usual, the fog in the orb unexpectedly, the growth unexpectedly. It surges and gathers into a mass of black slime. The mask.
There are...
Matilda snaps open her eyes.
The manners already reached Mor Pankh?
Da 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 da. Episode 7. The Silver Bangle. Ding dong cling clang. These sounds always come out at such inopportune times. Here it is. Okay, here we go.
Hurry up, Ajur! Bring those guys too! Take the tuk-tuk to the train station. Here are a few spots in my caravan.
I love how she says tuk tuk. So cute.
Yes, boss. No, wait. Where's Sharjah? What took her so long? Wasn't she with you?
I saw her, went to the other side of the village.
Over there? I remember. That's...
Sir, please trust me.
Don't focus on it. She wobbles her head while begging with sincerity.
You have to convince your father. It's not like before.
Sharjah, It's not that I don't want to talk to my father.
He bends over to place the candle before the stairs, lining it up neatly with the other candles.
You have come to me, I don't know, so many times. Father has already scolded me several times for letting Gina learn all those unorthodox stuff from you. You know, those human books.
His eyebrows furrow and his face grows red with anger.
You can see, even Gina's mother has no help in the kitchen now. I even have to prepare the candles for Deepa festival myself.
No matter what you say, I'm not taking your advice this time. You would better leave before my father comes out. You know how mad he gets when he sees a human.
Hey Rajesh, तुम किससे बात कर रहे हो? तुम फिर से?
देखिए, कृपया मेरी बात मानिए। ये आपात स्थिति है। पूरी बात समझने का वक्त नहीं है। बस इतना समझा लीजिए कि ये सारा गांव उल्कापन से तहस नहस हो जाएगा। आप और आपके परिवार को तुरंत यहाँ से चले जाना चाहिए।
बस, बहुत हो चुकी ये बातें। हम जान गए हैं तुम्हारी योजना। हमें यहाँ से निकालना चाहते हो? कभी नहीं।
Yeah, that's complicated.
नहीं पिताजी, आप जानते हैं कि शर्जा हमेशा।
मैं इससे बात कर रहा हूँ। चलो जाओ, वरना।
Old man snatches the broom from the next door. No one pays attention to the running steps coming from afar.
Stop him!
तुम कौन हो पागल? और इंसानों की दाल में क्या कर रहे हो?
कंजरा।
क्या? उसकी नहीं तो और किसकी सहायता करूं? तुम्हारी एहसान फरामोश बुढ़े?
Also, I love Poji. So cute. Such adorable snake. Conjure squeezes in between them and confront the old villager, like an upright snake ready to attack.
कितनी बार शजा ने तुम्हारी सहायता करी है और जिना को ना जाने कितनी बातें सिखाई है। तुम लोगों ने सिर्फ उसके साथ बुरा बर्ताव किया है। बस बातें करते रहते हो आर्केनिस्ट और इंसानों के बारे में।
Thank you. Hello, everybody. JSC, Decaf, Shelling Panda. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Thank you so much for the raid, Decaf. Thank you so much. This is Zeno's anecdote. This is the Deepa Festival. Yes. We are playing Journey to Mor Pankh. Thank you so much. Hello, everyone. Welcome, Raiders. My name is Archer. I play Reverse every day. And we're doing Journey to Mor Pankh, probably the most, the best that I can do today. Because tomorrow, there is update. There is Barcarola coming in. And, okay, fun things that I want to share with people for no absolute reason, but just to share. Shell and Panda, thanks so much for the follow. Appreciate. But yes, funny enough, yesterday I was making some polls for a night because I really like a night. Because what's there's not to like? And I ended up getting Voyager instead. So I found that as a sign of the universe for me to get Barcarola. So I was going to skip Barcarola and just focus on Fatutu next. But since I got Voyager, I will be putting for Barcarola tomorrow. So tomorrow, right after the update, I'm going to be live, playing more Reverse and pulling for her. So tune in. But yes, hello Raiders, thank you so much. Good luck on your rolls, we believe in you, thank you so much, appreciate. I hope you guys had an awesome Reverse stream. I was actually lurking, didn't talk too much because I was setting up my own. But yes, I appreciate. Yes, guys, go look at Decaf. He's a great content creator. He sings music. He plays Reverse and other gacha games. He's awesome. And also, he's a big anime fan, like myself. Is that an added bonus for it? 100%. Also, do check it out. JSC Nation as well. They also play Reverse. They are very cute. They're an adorable little cat person. MJ already rated me in the past, so I appreciate both of them. But yes, oh, good morning, Steffi. Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for the shout out. Appreciate. Steffi is my only moderator. Yes, we need to unite our powers to watch all the animes we possibly can. By the way, there's new anime coming out, and I have to watch those. Probably we'll try to make time in today's afternoon to watch those.
रहो यहीं अगर रहना है तो शरजात तुम सबको बचाने की कोशिश कर रही है पर कोई सुनना नहीं चाहता गिरने दो उल्का पिंड को ताकि तुम सब कुचल जाओ उसके नीचे
Whatever she said.
चलो
I just started with Intergalactic Evil Lord, and I'm hooked. Okay, that was literally the one that I saw as like before coming into the stream. So if you liked it, then that's a good one. I'll probably tune that one in right after the stream ends. I'm gonna watch that as I eat my lunch.
मुझे माफ कर दो
An apple a day keeps the doctor away.
Thank you for redeeming your apple of the day. You know, he does keep the doctor away sometimes. I'm not gonna be the person to say, oh, please completely skip your doctors and just eat apples instead. But I'm also not saying that. God, I love Konjira's character development here. Like, I'm already enjoying this. She went from like thief asshole to I'm gonna try to save everybody, even though like everything is just very over my head. Without saying another word, Konjira seizes Sherja's arm and drags her away. Okay.
Konjira, stop! Don't pull me. It hurts.
Like, clearly Sherja is an older person compared to Konjira, so the fact that Konjira can just drag her so easily, it's kind of funny. Konjira makes a sudden stop. Her chest is pumping up and down out of anger.
They is always mean to you and bullying you. Why you must look for trouble?
Konjira.
After all the things you do for them, how can they treat you like that? Just leave them alone. Come with me. I still have your spot on my caravan.
Aww.
The time for entering and exiting the trains at the station is the same every day. I remember it well. There will be a train leaving here soon. There's still time.
Konjira is actually pretty smart. Fun thing. Whenever I first started playing Reverse, my first team that I ever used was Matilda, Konjira, and Villa, because they were my first like characters. Matilda and Konjira were the first characters that I got from my first pull, and Villa I got for free in that random like a 6-star pull. So they were my team for like a little time until I got Nala and Lopera.
Konjira, take a deep breath and listen to me.
Sherja becomes conscious of her student's emotions. She bends down to the level of Konjira's eyes, shaking her arms to reassure her.
I know you said all those things to them for me, and I appreciate that.
Like, I'm really enjoying Konjira here. Like, I like the character development for sure.
But think about it. If I treat them just the same way they treated me, just stand by and watch them head to death.
I'm gonna lie, I would do the same thing as Konjira. Anytime I see a character in the story talks about running away anywhere, I'm reminded that the storm hits everywhere, so there's very few places to run. Which is even because it's not really the storm; it's like a meteor, is a meteor storm that's gonna hit a specific place. So they can actually run away and survive this time. But yes, the storm does hit everywhere, well, but some places. We know that there are some places in the United States that the storm does not hit. We know that the storm does not hit the Foundation headquarters. And we know that the storm usually don't hit the Apeiron Island. Usually. There's some places on the island that's kind of blind spots right now. Not gonna lie, I would do the same thing as Konjira. Me too. Oh yeah, as you said, Uluru Stadium in Australia too. I don't have the context to know that event. Probably is one of the anecdotes, right? One of the reflections. The other one that's not the pickle one, right? I find so fun that the actual Uluru Stadium in Australia is immune to the storm. Okay, I will keep bringing this up because I think it bears to remember. Ulu, the fire spirit, is a 5-star, and Ulu is terrible. The fact that Ulu is such a terrible character is outrageous for me. Ulu shouldn't be that weak. It doesn't make sense. Terja chooses her words carefully, as patient as she used to be in every English class.
Even if I'm doing this out of understandable fury, how would it make me any different to them?
They better do that. They better make Ulu actually decent unit with her euphoria. And I know they won't, because her normal kit's already terrible. They really need to remake Ulu. They need to scratch Ulu as she is right now and release another unit instead. Ulu was asleep too long, Spatodia let her cook and now she's overcooked and burnt. Clearly, she's burnt to the ground. She's not even good. And so infuriating. And I'll let you know why it's infuriating. Whenever I started playing reverse, I saw Ulu and I said, "Oh, this is such a cute unit. Such adorable. I want to pick her." So I manually chose Ulu. So literally my first 2 units in the game were Villa and Ulu. And I played Ulu once, and I didn't enjoy her. And then I pulled for Matilda and Kanjira. Now, I was pulling for something. I think I was pulling for Lopera. And I ended up getting Matilda and Kanjira and Kalik and all the other people. And I started using them instead because Ulu was so terrible.
Volunteering to help you, and, in your opinion, risking my life to save them, they're all out of my own will. Hatred doesn't end itself, Kanjira. It has to be ended by someone.
Hatred doesn't end itself. It has to be ended by someone. Such a good line. Okay, this game has killer lines. This is one of them. Like you can you gotta keep helping people. Like even though if they don't like you, they hate you because of prejudice. You gotta keep putting effort into it because it's complicated. It's like the Black Lives Matter movement, like even the black movement back on the 80s. Like it's a long process that you gotta keep fighting to be recognized as a human being by society, because we gotta place Arcanus just as other minority people suffering from racism in our world's history. Kanjira stares at her teacher's face in confusion. Slowly she lowers her eyes and looks down at her feet.
I don't understand. Do we mean nothing to you?
How come? What gave you such an idea? You are my most precious children. All of you are my treasures.
Aww.
This is not the first time you prefer they over V. You always put they first when there's a problem.
She knows well that Chersia should not be blamed for this, but this doesn't relieve her of the bitterness. And I agree. I can see this from Kanjira's point of view, because I'm a firm believer that you should, like, if people don't like you, you shouldn't try so hard to be accepted by them. You should focus your energy towards the people that love you instead. I'm a firm believer that. Don't focus on the haters, focus on the ones that showered you with love, because those are the people that you should actually care about. But at the same time, this is not the same. We're not talking about like Twitter hate. We're not talking about dumb people talking mad shit on the internet. We're talking about racism, prejudice. We're talking about segregation. It is a whole different story. And I don't think Sherja is just fighting for herself. She's fighting for future generations, like as well. Can't relate. As someone currently eating pasta, I got feed by imposters. Oh my god. My god. Oh, that was awesome, by the way. Good pun. No, it's all good. Okay, make as much jokes as you want. Here is a pun-free zone,
Kanjara.
especially bad ones.
I am not able to read, but I'm not a kid now. If I can, I don't want to be an arcanist too. So me, you, and Ajay is the same.
Aw, she's crying. They have no time for this. Kinjira struggles to choke back her tears, but she's overwhelmed by the fear of losing Sherja.
Kanjara, don't cry, Kanjara.
Oh.
So you've been little one, you're just like us. We are your family.
I relate to... Oh. It's very nice. It's nice for us to relate and feel seen and like whatever you think or whatever you feel we represented. That's very nice. And I can agree with you with Kanjura in a lot of things. I can see both sides. Again, Kanjura just wants to be like, she doesn't feel like Sherja cares so much about her, and she's clearly showing that she cares about the rest of the people here. But also, Kanjura is a kid, so she cannot understand that whatever Sherja's trying to pull here is bigger than just liking. Like, she clearly loves Kanjura and all the kids, but she also has her duties as like a human being, I guess. Yes, community and family.
No, you don't understand, Miss Sharja. Enough talk. Maybe I don't understand any of your lectures, but you can't stay here.
And by the way, Kanjura's voice actress is doing a great job.
I'm sorry, Kanjara.
Sherja has never found it so difficult to refuse someone.
I have to admit they're unreasonable. But as I said, we should put that aside now. It's a matter of life, Kanjara. I can't...
Yes, like if Sherja is feeling that if she ignores these people and they stay here and they get hit by the meteor and she knows that that's gonna happen and she could have done something, that's gonna weigh on her head forever. Kinjira feels her stomach churning due to the bitterness, urging her to act on impulse.
You is not listening to me at all. Fine, be a savior and go. We'll leave here on our own.
Kanjara!
Sherja's hand only lands on empty air. Kinjira runs away and disappears from her sight. I'm sorry, Draggy. I don't know why you feel or what happened for you to feel similarly to Kanjura, but I'm sorry. It's tough, the moral country of how much effort to put in to save people who don't want to be saved or just don't believe you. Yeah, it's such a complicated thing because, like, I've met and I've talked with people that has even like a savior like complex, and they want to help everybody, but there are people that just don't want to be helped, don't want to be saved, or are not worth to be saved really. If you think about it, like how much you're gonna sacrifice of yourself on like well-being, health, and everything to keep someone else's good. And how much of that it stems from us. It's such a problematic event. I particularly, I'm more of a colder person when it comes to some of these events. Like, I would try to help, yes. Would I do as much as Sherja's doing? No. Like usually my biggest priority on those types of events is just keeping everybody that I love healthy and alive. I'm not gonna keep killing myself to save people that don't want to listen to me when there are other people that I actually can save by doing my best. Because in my mind, if I do my best to save someone, that don't even want to listen to me, and by some reason, someone that I love ends up dying because of that, that would weigh in my mind even heavier than some random person. The caravan stops at the train station, which seems out of place in the small village.
अजर, सिन्हा जी। कहाँ है सब? इतना सन्नाटा क्यों है यहाँ? पहर को तो बहुत भीड़ थी।
Oh yeah, because the Menace is already here.
ये तो खून, इतना सारा
Yeah.
खून।
The terrifying masked monsters are staggering amongst the stone pillars in the train station.
नहीं, अजर, सिन्हा जी।
Okay. Thanks for the rickroll, Steffi. Da-da-da.
ओ बॉस, इधर, यहाँ सुरक्षित है, यहाँ आ जाओ।
Smart head pokes out from behind the pillar. Right. This is a very decent time for a rickroll because I was not expecting it. She quickly sneaks through the station on tiptoe without being noticed. Fair enough.
मेरी तो जान
Thank you for
निकल
filling
गई
up
थी।
the
शुक्र है
empty
तुम ठीक हो।
sounds.
क्या हुआ यहाँ?
पता नहीं, कुछ भयानक से लोग अचानक आ गए। उन्होंने चेहरों पे मखौटे लगा रखे थे। वहाँ, उस प्लेटफॉर्म पर कुछ और
Ping
लोग हैं।
pong. Ping pong. Ping pong. Ping pong. Ping pong. Ping pong.
Solid. Turns out everyone was just hiding to do a flash mob rickroll. Yes, it was just a big joke on Kanjira. That line, I'm never talking to her again. I lost some important people I had close, mostly in school. Never talking to them again and distance myself from them. But there's a feeling that I want to connect, but I know well I will get hurt again. I can relate to some extent on like distancing yourself for someone from someone that you want to reconnect, but you might end up getting hurt in the end. There's not like a right or wrong answer here. I'm a pretty impulsive human being, so I do most things out of like emotions, which is not healthy, I will say. Do use more logic whenever you can, because turns out being impulsive and just doing things from your heart will a lot of times lead you to heartbreaks. But I will say, at the end of the day, I don't regret my actions, because like I feel like I would have been kind of wrong with myself if I wouldn't have done the things that I did the way I did. Surprise speaking. We love C7 for this. Yeah, I see why.
पता नहीं कहाँ से आ टपके और यात्रियों पर बिना मतलब के हमला करने लगे।
Jared seems to be thinking of something. You can't help but shiver.
शुक्र है कि सारे यात्री यहाँ से जा चुके थे। बिशर जाग की वजह से बच गए।
Cool. Take care, Decaf. Thanks for the raid yet again. I appreciate you so much. And had a good night's sleep. Thank you for the lurk. I appreciate you. Thank you for the conversation. Always very nice. Catch you another time. After stage 7, Kinjiri keeps keeping W's after W's. This girl has no bounds, for sure.
हम पीछे रह के तुम्हारा इंतजार कर रहे थे। तुम अकेले आए हो? मिस्टर जाक कहाँ है?
वो
She's behind.
शांत, वो लोग आ रहे हैं, तुम्हें देख ना ले।
As she shrinks in fear, something drops out of his pocket.
तात तेरी, मेरी चांदी की।
Oh. A silver bracelet bounces briskly on the floor. The slight noise is thundering in the quiet station.
सही में इन सब चीजों की तुम्हें इस वक्त कोई जरूरत है?
Well, we're fighting.
भागो! बचाओ अजर!
Boss!
Sharp wound grazes Kinjira's shoulder, leaving a deep wound. Come on, Punji!
दर्द हो रहा है। पुंजी, काट लो उनको!
Oh, I love Punji's little character portrait. It's so adorable.
जाओ, कैरावैन में छुप जाओ। यहाँ मैं संभालती हूँ।
Another rune flashes across her ankle. Kinjira loses her balance and falls to the ground.
बहुत दर्द हो रहा है। अब तो मर गई पक्का।
Matilda for the win! As Kinjira looks up, the first thing that comes to her tearful, blurry sight is a head with milky blonde hair.
So glad I caught up in time.
But I love Matilda's hair color. Like it's a very nice shade of blonde.
There are people over here. Let's take her first.
This place is soon going to be dangerous. I know a place. It's close to here. Come, take them this way.
Wait, Matilda gets a lot of W's. She might not get recognition for her efforts.
You dirty, filthy, less than elegant mugs! Matilda won't even sweat bringing you down. May the peace be with us!
May the peace be with us. I'm gonna be even funnier. There's no reason for me to do that.
We got a new job.
Which of these darlings shall we attend to first?
No problem. Easy peasy.
Keep calm.
Okay, that was way stronger than I expected.
No, oh, good taste. Oh, this is no good. I can see it clearly. I can see it clearly. Whoa, whoa, whoa! No, oh, good taste. No, good taste. No problem. Easy peasy.
Every time I'm about to throw hands, I'ma say, may these hands will find you peace because I won't let you. Good. I just did it because I really wanted to use Kanjira's ultimate.
Can I reprise it? Tell me what to do. The star has moved. So will the mortal soul.
I love her dancing.
Finally, it's just you and me, Master.
I really hope that they make Kanjira also good. Because she's such a... Like, I love her ultimate. Drown in tears. The stone falls in. seeking an answer in the water's depths.
Ouch! Is your medic skill really okay?
Huh? Are you questioning my skill? I was always, for most of the time, the best student in first aid class. There, the pain is gone. Yeah?
Okay.
Well, not bad.
Can we get Matilda as a healer now?
Hey! I'm not done with your stealing!
Matilda pats her on the wound to show her discontent.
Hey! I already apologize.
Oh yeah, inside one, Kanjiro will gain each ring that boosts certain moves. Green ring boosts Spongy card and applies more poison. White boosts her other skill damage and inflicts confusion, a debuff that makes it easier to crit. And red ring boosts her ultimate damage, then repeats the cycle. That's funny. That's fun.
Slick!
I just feel that Kanjira suffers from one of those. Her kit is all over the place. Matilda turns her eyes towards the two people standing under the tree, but I can see them giving her a decent euphoria.
I didn't expect to see this.
Because like before Matilda's euphoria, she was not doing anything remarkable. But then Matilda's euphoria gave her a whole new presence in a different team altogether. So they could very well do that for other characters, for other 5 stars. Give them unique mechanics that makes them synchronize with newer units.
What a spacious yard for a house located right next to the train station.
A massive sacred fig stands in the middle of the yard. By the way, love figs. Love figs. It looks like a lot older than it was in the photo, and it has become leafless, like a skeleton.
Old buddy, I'm surprised that you're still here.
His rough hands land on the equally rough bark. The tree responds with nearly imperceptible cracks.
We have settled everyone so far. I didn't expect so many men as members here. I've never encountered them before. They can't be communicated with. How horrible.
You're still haunted by the battle.
And since we meet them here, it means...
Kumar did cooperate with the menace.
Shoot. It's completely out of control. The incantation in the cave. She must be able to detect the fluctuation caused by it, and that gives away. But what in the world is her purpose? Did she think I would stop her? So she deployed these things to slaughter the village. Does revenge matter that much to her?
Kalabuna feels everything is so absurd.
I trusted her. I never believed she would do such a thing, even if we're no longer on the same path.
Vishnu's idol feels particularly hard in Kalabuna's soft palm.
But the reality tells me my trust in her is nothing but a joke.
Hatred changes people.
Shamaine shakes his head.
It's not a choice, Kalabona. You don't have to feel bad for trusting people. You trust someone because they are trustworthy, but you never need a reason to hate. Let your guard down for even 1 second. The toxic idea will sneak into your mind, and it would be impossible to get rid of it.
I agree with Shamaine here. Hatred, like some emotions, are literally toxins. They're literally corruption. If you let them seed in and fester, you're as good as dead. You're gonna be defeated by your own emotions. You gotta realize that some emotions are negative things and you gotta let them go.
It will burn your mind and sanity until you become an animal living for revenge. Even forget your own name. Oh, don't look at me like that. It's nothing personal. In my mind, she is still my cool and scholarly sister. I was young and easily fooled back then.
But it's very nice. Like, you can keep the image in your head of the person that used to be. And you can even feel like this person is no longer alive. Like, the sister that he so longed, loved, and admired is no longer here. Whatever is that is no longer his sister. She is completely changed and corrupted into her views. And it's just sad that some people can go into a way that make them unsalvageable.
What I said was based on my real-life experience. I was way more outrageous than her. I mean, we were all young once, right?
Kalabuna shakes her head and sighs.
No matter what, she's already on the move. But we don't even know where she is.
While Kalabuna and Shamaine are talking quietly in the other corner of the yard, a heated quarrel is taking place between the girls.
Don't even think about it! The painkiller won't last long! There's no way you can drive with a wounded foot!
As soon as Kinjira stands up, Matilda pushes her back to the seat.
But Sharja's still out there. She can't use any arcane skills. If she's fined by the mask monster...
Even if you are right on this, I can't just let you...
What? Are they responding?
SCF-1 portable contact device activated. Abnormal arcane skill fluctuation detected. Conducting analysis.
Oh, good thing that this thing automatically works.
It just activates itself? Huh?
Source of abnormal arcane skill fluctuation confirmed. Similar faction, Manus Vindictae. Margin of error 0.121%. Emergency support application sent.
Okay. Good. Thank God that any arcane power does leave a lot of lingering traces in the air, enough so this machine can just catch it and detect that they are similar to the actions of the Manus Vindictae.
Adjusted support application priority to high.
Does it mean we can ask the Foundation for backup now?
Yay!
This is great! People, I finally got in touch with the Foundation!
Yeah? That's good news.
But the Manus is still wandering out there. Before the Foundation evacuates them, the village will be destroyed.
At least the computer is smart enough to let Matilda ask Rebecca if they're sensing them. Yes.
I can't just sit around and watch.
I wonder who made it. Very good. Kalabuna looks down at the glasses. Her fingers gently swipes across the broken temple.
There is another way.
Speaks up, though hesitantly after a long silence.
Way? What way?
If she can do it, I can do it too. Maybe I can find traces of her if I enter the realm.
The person who can make convention has been. There's other people that do make conventions, but yes, I was thinking that could have been X.
Because I also mastered meditation skills.
Kalabuna's eyes fix on the stone. She lost in her thoughts.
Yes, that's right. I know the path inside. What do I need? Yes, water. Enough water to soak me in.
Her eyes can't help but move to the large ceramic vat in the corner.
Miss Kalabuna?
Now hold on. Please wait.
We want to take a bath. Jermaine waves his hand in front of the researcher, who's already carried away by some emotion. The only thing X hasn't failed is that one of his inventions was to make the creepiest fried chicken, and it worked. And it didn't backfire. Who could have imagined?
If it was so easy, why
First
didn't you look
time?
for her in the realm in the first place? It is a risky move, am I right?
How did you know?
Oh, just my instincts or experiences, perhaps?
He gives her a gentle wave of his hand.
No offense, but when I look at you, I see a desperate tiger cub cornered by the hunters. The situation is not as simple as you think. Since she can invite us to Mor Pankh, she can play the same trick and invite you to her realm. This could be a trap to keep you stuck inside the realm.
Could be.
You are right. It is a risky move. With the other two idols as her anchors, she's the true dominator of the realm now. I can't foresee what's ahead of us in there, so I've been avoiding it. But
Kalabuna looks up at him.
We don't have other choices, do we?
Now we are talking. You seem ready. But...
He shakes his head with the slight disapproval.
Whatever you decide to do next, don't. This is the advice from an experienced hunter.
Why?
Because whatever is in your mind now is going to send you into the hunter's trap. This happens to all kinds of animals. When the animal realizes it is cornered, its mind will be in a muddle. It can't think of anything else, but at the same time, it strangely grows overconfident. It will take the gamble of escaping from its last way out, which is also going to be the entrance of the trap. Trust me.
He seems unusually serious.
I know how you feel. You thought there's no way out, but a footlog bridge.
She stares at his face for a long time. Eventually, she shakes her head.
The man's followers are still wandering about, and some villagers haven't been moved to safer locations. But sometimes, we must take the risky path to get out of the dreadful situation, even though it is full of traps.
I gotta give it to her. It's very daunting to sacrifice yourself, especially if you're kind of aware that it might be a trap wherever you're going. He noticed her fingers clutch and loosen repeatedly out of anxiety.
It may not solve all the problems, but it's better than doing nothing. If this really is a trap, that means we will meet again. And I have been waiting for a chance to talk to her face to face for too long.
Becky, so busy today. I'm so sorry. Haha. Oh, good. Thank you so much for coming, Blast. No problem. We're still continuing Mor Pankh. Don't forget that tomorrow we're going to be pulling for Barcarola. Draggy said that usually the updates finish around 9:30 my time. So it's basically an hour and a half after where I usually start streaming. So yeah, if you cannot stay here, you're busy, oh good. Tomorrow, if you can, show up. Well, it has maintenance. Oh yes, so that's what Draggy was saying. Maintenance usually finishes around 9:30 my time. So it's like usually around an hour and a half after the time I usually starts my stream. So I'll be streaming normally, and then around 9 we'll start maybe watching some reverse videos, and then we're gonna jump into the game. Yeah, perfect. Really. So tomorrow, guys, we're gonna be pulling for Barcarola and maybe and already starting some events. So we're probably not gonna be finishing Mor Pankh today, but we're gonna be doing events for probably the rest of next week. So we're gonna go back to Mor Pankh as soon as we just exhaust anything Barcarola related. Thanks for the little heart, Sandy.
I have been chasing after an imaginary goal since she left me. I watched that star closely taking down everything that I could observe.
It ends at
However,
8:30.
despite all the efforts,
My time. Okay.
deep down I know better
Bye
than
bye.
anyone
Need to go
else.
back to work again.
It's useless.
Bye bye, Blast. Thank you so much. Have a great time at work. We see each other the next time.
I remember those days, almost half of which were like living in a mist.
Don't forget, do not overwork yourself. Unless you're really working and being paid to do that. Then overwork yourself a lot and get your money.
But now, I can feel it. Her silhouette is right there in front of me.
I will. Thank you so much. I will try to throw it. I can do this right now. Aid. Yep, you're completely right. 9:30 a.m. for me. Cool, nice.
To be honest, this is not the best time to seize this chance.
Miss Calabona.
But no matter how I look at it, this is...
Oh, good. Tremaine meets her gaze squarely. Then he blinks. He scratches his head, feeling a bit powerless.
Okay, fine. If you insist on doing this, I will not stop you. We all have our lessons to learn, and you are right. We don't have any better options. What is it they say? No risk, no feast, huh? But please keep this in mind. No matter what happens, your safety will always be the top priority.
Is Tremaine developing feelings?
We cannot bear to lose someone who is capable of putting this to an end.
Just saying. He's saying that but you never know. She's attractive and she's nice and smart. He would be very well okay if he's developing feelings.
I will.
It's like that one cool monsieur is on for sure. Yes, 100%. Not that I have one, sadly. They have pieced him together fragments from many places. The forest and the mountains, with long practice and the essence of yesterday. Ooh, who's her? Now look.
Hey, give me a chip. Just one with the lowest denomination.
Centurion. Okay.
A brave decision.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, I get it completely!
Oh, need me to get you guys an ambulance?
Okay.
Oh, good for you.
Guys, we're having a incoming ad break. If you're lucky, you're not going to be one of the 50-50. They're going to have to watch 3 minutes of ads. If not, I am so sorry. But do consider subscribing to not have to watch them. Or you can go to my YouTube channel where there's no ads whatsoever.
Oh, right!
Your command.
Perfect shot!
Hey, hey, hey! Don't be shy, mi amigo.
Whoa!
A brave decision.
Yeah, I
completely.
know.
Now dance.
Perfect shot.
Ta-da! Time for a
Oh,
special
almost.
massage.
Oh, right. Oh, I get it completely.
Your command.
Multi-blade.
Hold on to that. A brave decision. All right.
Deep breath in.
Get ready.
Everyone has their own destination.
Give me a hand, friends. I can't do this alone.
Shiny arrows.
Now, let me
I get it.
you lucky guess.
Right, right.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is no magic, no any special kind of luck.
Oh, she's like a magician? Right.
Yay! A perfectly executed exercise. Huh?
His family is a distant memory of the past. The little guardians, a small hand clutches a treasure tightly, so much that none may steal it. They gather before the ceramic vat in the yard.
Are you sure? To use this?
What's wrong with it? It has enough water to soak me in.
Charmaine looks at the old vat and then checks the filthy water and rotten leaves inside. There is a silence between them.
You are much more practical than I thought.
Oh, before I go,
She hands the Vishnu idol to Matilda.
Hmm? Aren't you going to take it with you, Miss Calabona?
no.
Slowly shakes her head.
Charmaine has a point. This is our last chance to win this fight, and it should be kept away from Kumar as far as possible.
Miss Calabona? Take this with you then.
Matilda passes over a crystal. It is shining brightly like a freshly picked star.
This is your...
Oh, is that the pendulum?
My pendulum. It's one of my collections, one of the purest. Even I don't have a lot of them around. I realized that the theory of meditation you've talked about is quite similar to some of the crystal divination theories. So perhaps this will help you in the water if the crystal can stabilize the magnetic field and guide you in there.
You...
No need to be surprised. This is how quickly a genius can think.
Ah.
Thank you.
Ah, great. So it's only me who can't understand this meditation in water thing? Well, it takes all sorts of rocks to form a mountain.
Before he can finish his sentence, Calabuna has quickly submerged her legs in the water, as if the cold didn't bother her at all.
Okay. The pendulum and enough liquid. And all I have to do now is think of Kumar.
Let's all meditate, everyone. Close your eyes and think of Kumar. She bends her knees and lets herself slide into the water. GG time? No. Her world is immediately free of sounds. Let's relax, breathe in, and breathe out. As soon as her hand is completely submerged in water, The code attacks from all directions. Be it real or false, delusional or real, a world reappears before her. For sure.
Where else could it be more suitable than the place we first met?
The familiar stone stairs extend much longer than she remembers. The rough red bricks, the well-calculated and carefully designed arc, everything in the Jantar Mantar has a unique kind of beauty.
How thoughtful you were, Kumar, to recreate the observatory in the realm.
The figure standing still it's on top looks like a black singularity. She knows who it is.
Just an illusion in my mind.
Now her left foot is on the first step. Resistance is expected.
She remembered almost every detail of me as a child.
Figure standing in front of her greatly resembles her younger self, always fist clenching, always ready for a confrontation. Also, beautiful. Kalabuna as a kid, also very pretty. And now the girl is irritated by the intrusion. She rushes towards Kalabuna and throws a quick
It hurts.
Okay.
Did it hurt this much when I hit someone as a child?
Get out! You should not be here.
She tries to drive Kalabuna away, fighting her like a trained warrior.
Ah, yes. Mom had taught me a few moves to deal with those brats at that age.
Leave!
This feels weird. Did Kumar put you here? To guard this fragment of memory? This shall be the obstacle in my way to where I want to be. It's time to face the illusion from the past.
Battle time? Yep.
Which of these darlings shall we attend to first?
यहाँ पर क्या कर रहे हो? चले जाओ.
मैं 12 साल की उम्र में छोटी और कमजोर थी, लेकिन मुक्का मारने में मुझे कभी भी कोई झिझक नहीं हुई.
Whenever I was a kid, I always hated getting into fights. I always had like a bigger musculature and body as other kids. So every time that I would ever get into a fight, I would end up hurting someone badly by mistake. So I always dreaded fighting anybody. And there was this one event that I actually pushed someone in a nest of like red ants to not have to actually punch them. And I realized red ants biting someone can be just as bad as a punch. So I just decided not to ever do anything like harmful to anybody, like when it comes to like physical fight. Like I tend to be a very soft person. I don't like to be mean or hurt anybody. Like I don't say or do anything to actually make anybody feel sad or affected, or like if I make people uncomfortable or sad, like I get instantly remorse and sad by it, because like I don't do or say anything with the purpose of hurting someone. And that's one of the things that I hate most, is like I don't want to hurt anybody. Like I'd rather avoid someone instead of like hurting them instead.
लेकिन क्यों? आप क्यों?
Again, I just did that once and never again.
Oh, ठीक है. संवाद करने की यह
Nowadays, the only person that I hurt is myself.
भी मैं बेहतर नहीं हूँ. फिर इसे कठिन तरीके से करना होगा.
Perfectly understood. Feel my dark embrace. Flee, mortal!
grown taller and you have stronger hands, like I've dreamt of. So have you two found the graveyard of stars?
तो आपका क्या मतलब है? क्या आपका मतलब है, कुमार?
I look forward to punishing you. Perfectly understood. Feel my dark embrace.
तुम फिर से शांत हो गए। ध्यान किसी के दिल और आत्मा के बीच बातचीत है। लेकिन मैंने कभी सोचा नहीं था कि ये इतनी जल्दबाजी में किया जाएगा। अगला कौन है?
That'd still be me, which is also you. We're 16 and the bad kid sitting behind us cut our hair.
Oh.
Leave now, Balabona.
Kids can be so mean.
Finally, it's just you and me, Master.
I'll say, kids have no ability to really wait in their actions. Which is, again, amazing that I was able to just realize that I was hurting people. Or that I had fear of hurting people. But kids can be mean. In all senses, in the of the imagination. They can hurt you physically because they have no, like, sense of danger, really. But also they can hurt you with words. The illusion is dispersed and then gathers again in the distance. But this time, she is no longer irritated. She gradually fades away in the light and shadow of the observatory, and her voice goes further and further.
From the past to the present and the future, the thing you are clinging onto, facing and chasing, think what it is.
Calabuna lowers her head to look at her palm.
You are still asking questions that cannot be answered, just as you always did. What do you think I should chase after?
Her fingers clench gently.
इस बार मैं धोखा नहीं खाऊंगी, कुमार। उस दिन के बाद से मैंने खगोल विज्ञान का अध्ययन कभी नहीं छोड़ा।
There's only an echo in the empty space. The illusion has gone. She looks up at the almost endless stairs.
Keep moving.
Outside the fence. The lamps know now the purpose of the fence. First, the child self, then the teenage self, and then the young adult self. Only in the meditator's realm can one face so many past selves, and defeat them one after another.
The 20-year-old me was fierce.
Calabuna rubs her bruised cheek.
That pain feels real.
You came here sooner than I expected, Calabuna.
The wind feels like tingling knives on the rooftop. A familiar, if not too familiar, figure once again emerges in front of her.
I knew you would come.
Kumar. Finally. See you again.
I miss you dearly too, my child. I hope you've been doing well while I was away. Hope you're happy with the surroundings I set. I always find it enjoyable here. A place full of memories. And perfect for small talks.
I'd rather you suffered, miss.
Ah, someone is having a worse attitude these days.
Kalabuna looks around to observe the surroundings.
There's no need to look around, kid. I already had a few years of experience in the field before you started your research. And one of the most basic skills one has to master in the meditator's realm is to cover up the traces of reality.
The sky is dark, like surface of a dusted glassware.
Even so, you didn't even think about creating a starry sky for yourself here.
Kumar is silent for a moment and then shakes her head.
That would be unnecessary. You can see it any time outside this realm if you like.
Why did you invite me here?
I know you've put in a lot of efforts. I understand the difficulty within and sympathize with you, Kalapuna. I always do, just like what I did with my younger brother. By the way, that letter has been delivered to him safely, I assume?
You're smart enough not to bring the Vishnu statue with you. Did somebody kindly remind you not to do that?
No.
Never mind. That's not helpful. I don't understand. Why involve him?
Behind Kumar, an old finder scope is aiming at the sky.
Maybe I was being vindictive out of hatred, like you said. After all, they precluded me from doing anything even before I give it a try. Although my misfortune was not my brother's doing, there's no one else left in the family to take my anger. So ask me now. Ask me anything you wish to know. I can tell you everything. What you're curious about, what you're confused about, anything you can't work out in your little brain. I can explain it all.
The way that she says little brain, like a dig. Like she's undermining Kalabuna. She smiles warmly, but her words are as cold as usual.
Hasn't the idea that I might locate you bothered you for even a second?
Kalabuna takes the tentative steps forward.
Locate me? You are still as naive as a child, my Kalabuna. You little dummy Ulu. That is simply impossible.
This is the first time you doubt my capability.
No, why would I do that? Of all the students, you are the only child who is smart enough to follow my steps this far. You just don't have time on your side and need a better mindset in dealing with the unexpected. I've tried to teach it to you. Remember those impromptu speeches I asked you to give? Those were good practice.
Don't have... What do you mean?
Perhaps you have put too much stock in the idea that I will rely on Manus Vindictae in this. Instead, I trust myself more than them. And of course, I also trust you. What's more, they were never good enough for me. But luckily, I have never been a real arcanist or a real human, only pretending to be either of them when necessary. I can easily act like an arcanist to gain their trust, just like I could act like a human when I was teaching at Venna.
Kumar noticed that Kalabuna has been staring at the old finder scope.
What are you staring at? Take it if you're interested.
Kumar takes off the finder scope and shows it lightly to Kalabuna. It lands precisely on her palm. The surroundings remains the same. Kalabuna can't find any loopholes at all.
What? You thought it is the key to cracking the meditator's realm, like the stone statues earlier? Though it is too late for hints, there is one thing I have to remind you of.
She is indeed as thoughtful as she claims to be.
You didn't catch up to the real me, nor did you improve the situation by entering the realm. You chased me all the way here, chased the hope of winning against me. but you only helped me complete my plan. The moment you entered the realm, the last step of my plan was done.
I completed what?
As you know, exerting influence on reality through the meditator's realm is challenging. After all, this realm is like the shadow of its real counterpart, a reflection of reality. I went to a lot of trouble, even wasted a statue, to finally stick out a corner of the shadow over the boundary of the two worlds.
You mean the statue in the cave?
Yes.
What I needed was an outside-in force to break the realm, which is almost unbreakable from the inside. A mirror can reflect objects, but there's nothing it could do to itself. It can only be shattered into pieces by people not from the reflection, but reality. Whenever there is a shooting star streaking across the sky of this realm,
an equally beautiful star will fall on the real Earth.
And guess what? You are the force I'm looking for.
No. How?
So she was counting the Calabuna would enter the meditator's realm to use her as the power to destroy the police?
So the fluctuation I detected, the energy of the celestial body felt by the Foundation girl, are just false alert?
Oh no. I have to admit, that young girl was not part of my plan. But at least you are on the right track about what happened.
If anything is to blame, it's your ego. You were trying to win, but not by saving people. The idea of proving yourself to me outweighed their lives.
You must be wondering, how could she lay such a trap with her insignificant arcane power? She can barely lift a lump of clay. She must have had the Manus Vindictae on her side to help. All that being said, you don't have to view yourself to be a lesser version of me. You're still my best student, my best colleague, and my strongest rival. Well, with some room to improve. Even this time, you didn't lose the game for lack of wits, but for the fact that I know you a bit better than you know me. And I simply have more experience hunting a prey.
You and the Manus. I've never thought that.
Calabuna feels her explanation is meaningless and stuck in her throat. She almost choking for breath in the gentle breeze.
That means if I didn't enter the realm to see you,
then things are going to be tricky for me. You would be enjoying a happy Deepa festival, while I would be crying in a dark corner nobody knows of.
Why? Why would you?
Well, time's up. Remember to ask the most important question first next time, chap. Don't thank me for that suggestion, and don't think too much of my kindness. I didn't explain all these things for your sake. I told you everything because only by doing so can I enjoy the victory to its fullest. Your desperation is a good prize for me. You know I have a bad taste for entertainment. Go back to the Deepa festival. At least there's one good thing left for you. You will get to see that beautiful shooting star with your own eyes, just like I will. Alfida.
Okay, fun. She basically humiliated, in a lot of senses, Calabuna. Basically said, "You're stupid, you came in here, even though I think you're as my biggest rival. I know you so much better than you know me, that placing this trap was kinda easy, because you're extremely predictable. Rat in its days. Let the dust fall from the beard. The road stretches on ahead. She is not afraid to put every possibility to test."
My ankle hurts no more.
Kenjita tries to move the tightly wrapped ankle. Charmaine is sitting under the sacred fig, and Matilda is anxiously walking around and round the vat. Neither of them is in the mood to check Kenjira's ankle.
She's been in there for 4 minutes, 26 seconds. Is this a reasonable length of time? I remember I once learned about the ideal time length for meditation in one of the elective classes. What's more, she's holding her breath underwater.
Charmaine looks gorgeous on this. I'm gonna take a print screen. Charmaine closes his eyes. The noise of people, the footsteps, and the light cracks coming from the inside of the tree gradually turns into the cracks of flames.
When there is only one way to the destination, you have no choice but to take it.
Pain is coming from his scar of the mutilation, which healed up long ago.
You have to force yourself to take that painful step, and then blame yourself for being such a desperate fool to move and lose balance.
Who has never made a mistake? There was a time when he was just like them. If he had chosen the other path, the sacred fig wouldn't have died, and they would be sitting in the shade. But who says that would be the better future?
But the silver lining is, it's just a stagger on the solid ground, and you will eventually regain your footing.
The vat bursts into pieces after the 5-minute silence. The water splashes onto the ground like strange shadow cast in all directions.
Miss Calabona!
The poor vat breaks into pieces. The muddy liquid spreads in all directions and covers the ground. Her wet hair is clinging to her tightly. She looks less miserable as a drowned rat.
Leave here. Now. And get everyone.
She vomits in great pain, as if she could expel the regret from her body this way.
Did you see Kumar? What happened?
I'm the one to blame. Damn it. I'm such a fool. I should have known that I'm not a match for Kumar.
She knows what that means. If the boundary between the realm and the reality is broken, the celestial body will fall on them in no time. There's no easy way to forgive herself. Maybe it will destroy them today. Maybe in the next minute.
I keep telling myself I did all these things to save the people, to save the village. Turns out it was me fighting against a dummy she set up. I messed up everything. For everyone.
She looks at her fingers. The nails have sunk into the soft ground. A wrinkled piece of coarse cloth coming to her side.
I'm sorry. I should have listened to you.
She lowers her head even more.
If I were more sensible and just left this path, this stupid dumb trap, nothing would have turned out this way.
Oh, is that how you see it? I assume you think it is this way because you have failed in the mission and thus feel depressed and indulge yourself in some negative thinking.
Like I usually do whenever I feel like I did something wrong.
Which is totally understandable. Blaming it all on yourself, telling yourself you will be the only one to suffer the consequence so as to alleviate the guilt. Or you didn't understand what I said to you earlier at all.
What?
Looks up with confusion, wondering if that relaxed stone is another illusion.
You have to stop it, Calabona. Remember what I said? You don't have to feel bad for trusting people.
And here's another piece. Don't blame yourself for being brave.
That kind of hits me. This is actually very nice to hear. A lot of people don't know, or might know. Again, I tend to express myself a lot on the stream, but I am a very I do blame myself for anything wrong that happens to me. I always tell people that whenever something negative happens around me, I always blame it on myself. There's nobody that's as sad with whatever is happening than I am, because I hate doing things that jeopardize me or relationships or people or events. So I am the one that usually put blame on myself. But hearing just something, even like someone in a game saying, "Don't blame yourself for being brave," kind of makes me feel a little better about my own actions and past events, you know? I was trying to be brave, and sometimes you just don't pan out the way that you expect to, but you shouldn't feel so bad about it.
What did she tell you? You were a fool and you ruined everything?
He crouches down and looks straight at his reflection in her eyes.
Come on. Both of us know this is not the case. Brave or reckless. Prudent or cowardly. Comments like these could be predictions, but most of the time are hindsight. The good news is, we still have time to change that.
You know what kind of bears the hunters fear the most? The ones which were once trapped, but eventually got away. Nobody can remain a predator forever. We don't know what will happen in the next encounter. What's more, life is a long fight where we outsmart one opponent and get outsmarted by the other. That's the wisdom of nature. Bears eat salmon, wolves eat rabbit, but eventually, bears or wolves, their skin will become our blankets. A tiger might have strength, yet a rat also has its wits. You don't need to defeat her to validate your victory. You can win this war another way, a way to your advantage.
When will the wrestling between a fisherman and a fish begin? When the fish bites the bait.
So, if you still have some strength left in you to get back on your feet and think straight, that'd be most helpful. After all, I don't think we have the time for another round of meditation.
It's very nice. Shaman is a great character. He's just spitballing wisdom like left and right in here. Kalabuna takes the cloth. She buries her face into it, wiping hard across her eyes. The pain brings her senses back.
The last time I wiped my face with this, I was wrestling with my mom.
She takes a deep breath, trying to get her brain working again.
Kumar, she broke the boundary between the meditator's realm and reality through me. I'm afraid the falling star will arrive early.
What? There's no other ways to stop her then?
There might be a way to stop her, by locating her in person. But I didn't spot any clue in the realm. And now...
we are in a dangerous situation. Almost as urgent as the time when Rama was facing the arrow knocked to a full bow. Instead of getting caught up in nostalgia, we should take action and protect what can be saved.
The estimated arrival time of the Foundation backup is 6 a.m. It will be too late if the meteor really falls early. We need a shelter that can withstand the impact. Also, we have to gather all the villagers. And... in the field training, the instructor also told us to...
I'll go with you.
Indira staggers her way to them.
I'll go with you. I know the way better. Besides, Shurja is not back yet. If anything happens to she, I will not forgive myself I say those words.
I'm staying.
Huh?
If I can calculate the range of damage of the comet, we may retreat to a safe location.
Paladin flings her wet hair back.
Every rat has its day, and this rat is doing her best.
Don't put on a face like that. You're not some rat. I can tell. You are the tiger cub. In the meantime, let's not forget, the real rat is still out there looking smug.
It is predictable that there will be a long-term battle outside of the stone door, enchanted with protections and incantations. Tremaine turns around and rubs his hands, feeling a bit uneasy.
Watch out for the things I knock off. I didn't do it on purpose.
Perfectly understood. I know how to do it. Do you have a little faith in me, Master? No problem. Easy peasy. Namaste, stupid heads.
Straw against the wind. This determination is pure and wholehearted, free of shackles or rationality. The last butter lamp has been blown out by the quiet breath. Darkness falls on the people who are still in hiding.
We are safe as long as they can't find us.
Shurja hides the fainted woman and the girl in the shadow to keep them safe.
Miss Shurja, I'm scared.
Gina holds Shurja's hand so tightly that she is the only lifesaver now.
Relax, Gina. Remember what Pati and Dada said? Just wait here and they will be back soon. Your brother is also helping them out. But those monsters are terrifying. Even Mata.
Recalling the tragic scene, Shurja can help closing her eyes.
Mata just passed out. Don't worry. She will.
Sale! Kamina Rakshas!
The men cast an incantation while wielding the Ram Dao to keep the monsters away. Ram Dao? Let me research what a Ram Dao looks like. Ram Dao. Oh, okay. Ram Dao is... Okay. Ram Dao is a traditional sacrificial sword used in Hindu ritual sacrifice of animals. The large curved blade is designed to decapitate a sacrificial animal in a single stroke. Kagda. Kagda are used in the hacking swing with the added weight on the curved end intended for decapitations. The sword's hilt and blade were often adorned with precious stones and metal. Kagna are often depicted in Hindu religious imagery, often being wielded by the goddess Durga and Kali. The sword is often embellished with religious imagery, symbols, and texts. This type of ritual sword was used widely by cultures in multiple regions including Assam, Bengal, East India, Nepal, and North India. Pretty cool. I like my historical swords. And there is also an image of Kali wielding a Kagda, which is Ramdao. Pretty nice. Let's go back to the game. Sorry.
पिताजी, अभी भी बहुत सारे हैं। इतने बुज़दिल मत बनो राज, मत बनो। यकीन नहीं होता कि हमें एक इंसान।
Can you stop being a racist for a second? The Ramdao cuts through the air. An arm covered in black slime falls to the ground.
पिताजी, ध्यान से।
सर, आपके पीछे।
The body acts before the mind. The moment Sergio exposes herself and rushes into the light, her senses scream to warn her of the danger. There is no doubt, a bare-handed human challenging a group of Menace followers is throwing straws against the wind. The last Menace follower falls to the ground, the mask broken in half. Shamaine freezes, his fist still in the air. Even he himself doesn't realize what has happened.
Oh boy, that was close.
He looks down and meets Serja's equally confused eyes.
Miss Serja, I admire you for your courage, but this is getting a bit too nerve-wracking.
He withdraws his arms, a bit scared by what happened.
Miss Serja!
Kanjara? Wait, how did you find this place?
Sorry, Miss Serja. I should not is mad at you. That scares me so.
Sorry. Couldn't control myself and my body just...
Huh? रुको बच्चे!
The old man grasps Shamaine's left arm.
ये हाथ, तुम तो शर्मा जी के बेटे हो।
अरे, आप तो तिकाल चाचा है ना? कितने अरसे हो गए आपसे मिले हुए?
तुम कैसे?
The old man seems to be looking at the living ghost.
तिकाल चाचा, बहुत बातें होंगी, पर इस वक्त नहीं.
Warmly greeting the old man, he avoids the question.
इस जगह एक उल्का पिंड गिरेगा. इसके प्रभाव से एक विशाल गड्ढा बन जाएगा. और वो उल्का पिंड यहाँ पर फाउंडेशन के कोई सहायता पहुँचने से पहले आ गिरेगा. पर आप लोग सबसे ज्यादा खुशकिस्मत हैं, क्योंकि हम सबसे पहले आप लोगों को ढूंढ पाए हैं. चलिए तिकाल चाचा, मेरे घर पर चल के बतख करते हैं. आपको हमारे घर का रास्ता याद है ना?
क्या? वो जला हुआ पुराना घर सवाल ही नहीं उठता, कभी नहीं.
फिर तो आपको मुझे माफ करना पड़ेगा. चाचा, आप हमारे साथ ही जाएंगे, भले मुझे आपको बंद कर खींच के ले जाना पड़े.
The villagers are pushed into the tuk-tuk with their complaints.
All right. I'm glad to see that you're fine, Miss Serja. We are in dire need of a helping hand.
Miss Serja, I remember you know this place well.
Yes, I do.
We need to transfer everyone here, humans and arcanists, to a safe place.
And you're the best person to do that.
Alright. I'll do whatever I can as long as it helps.
Wish my father could see this. Isn't she a lot more reliable than I am? Told the old man a million times that humans make more decent work partners than arcanists.
Hurry up, you people!
Matilda opens the door and urges them to get in.
I hear you. Sherja, please briefly tell us what the neighborhood is like. We need to pick up everyone in the town as soon as possible. We need to find the quickest way to do it and avoid all the enemies on the way. Hey, relax. We can't run away from them. We will just run over them.
Boom, 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 boom.
That cost you a little extra.
What?
Balahas live near the village entrance. The fastest way there. Oh, and Auntie Sitar. She lives at...
Look! There are some road signs ahead! Which way should we go, Miss Sherja?
Hey, people. That rumbling noise sounds like giant rocks rolling downhill. Those guys are catching up.
Aha! Don't worry, just speed up with Kanjira!
Ahead! Yes! My intuition has never failed me!
Select the shortest path. How do I know that?
Oh, no problem. Easy peasy.
Witness me!
Oh, good day.
I know how to do it! Je vois ton destin.
This is the fastest route. The last house is right there. But...
Woohoo! This is living my wildest childhood dream!
Hold tight, people. We are going to sway. Ugh. These things are black and noisy. Can I just run over them?
What? Of course not! A car will not cause any damage to these arcane monsters!
Seems like we have to fight. I hope this is the last trouble we have to deal with. We are running out of time.
Shall I, Master? Keep calm.
The star has moved. So will the mortal spirit.
Your fate is doomed! Sweet dreams!
One, two, three... Okay, all are here. We got everyone.
The gas pedal is more heavy.
Oh, Uncle Taka! वहाँ बहुत पीर है, हाँ? मैं यहाँ से केवल आपकी पगड़ी देख सकता हूँ। मुझे डर है कि आपको अभी इसे सहना होगा। आखिरकार आप बहुत बार पहले वक्त थे। ये जल्द ही खत्म हो जाएगा, क्योंकि हमारे पास एक उत्कृष्ट युवक ड्राइवर है।
Awesome. I guess you guys know what time is it now. We did quite a lot today. Thank you so much, everybody, but I have to call it. It's already 11. It is my time. I gotta be ready for lunch. I'm be watching some anime, and I think I will be back later today to play some Soul Nomad and the World Eater. Let me just recap yet again. I know this is kind of annoying, but just one more time. Tomorrow is Reverse Update. I'll be starting stream normal time. I'll probably gonna be playing So Nomad and the World Eater for an hour and a half, and then we're gonna jump off to Reverse with the new update. We're gonna be pulling for Barcarola, and we're gonna be doing the new events. And I will be not doing Mor Pankh until I end all of her events. As soon as everything is ended and I've done everything, we're gonna go back and finish Mor Pankh and keep going with our reflections. Without further ado, thank you so much, everyone. Let me just look for someone that I can raid and pass on these amazing peeps over. Yeah, thank you so much for coming, Sandy, and staying so far. Thank you, everybody that stayed this long. I appreciate you all. Let's see if there are more people playing Reverse. I know Neo is playing right now. Thank you, Draggy. Thank you for coming. Thank you for staying. Okay, there's actually someone playing Lesserfield. Awesome. He speaks English, which is it doesn't happen all the time on Reverse whenever I'm looking for people. So yeah, I'm gonna be raiding them. Okay, guys, we're gonna start a raid channel. Do. Start raiding. Waiting for everybody to hop on board. Nice. Yes, thank you, everybody. Don't forget to be kind to yourselves and to each other. Like Charmaine said himself, exposing yourself and your feelings is also a brave act, and you shouldn't be fearful of that. And we see each other tomorrow. Archer is out.